When the kids
When the kids go to sleep.
It's a really catchy intro.
It is.
TERABRITE.
Yeah, it is.
Good job.
when the kids
Go to sleep.
Oh, bravo.
Welcome to the Shay Carl and Katie led podcast When the Kids Go to Sleep. Let's hear that acronym, Mommy Tard. Go ahead.
WTKGTS.
Dude, come on. That was your moment to shine.
It just like slides off the tip of your tongue.
WTKGTS. Sorry, I haven't done it in a while. I
WTKGTS.
had to spell it in my head.
Let's Rolf, can I get the clap again, bro? All right, here we are at the podcast with Shay Carl and Katie Led. It's the podcast when the kids go to sleep. Let's hear that acronym, Mommy Tard.
WTKGTS.
You
I got
missed
it.
the
I got
freaking.
it.
Missed the K.
Rolf,
Oh,
stop
man.
the clap.
I
Rolf.
didn't miss
Rolf,
the
stop
K.
clap.
They wouldn't be clapping if
didn't
she got
miss
it
the
wrong.
Celeste.
Boo.
See, none of us can talk today.
I called you Celeste. Do not karate chop me. There's one thing I cannot
Sorry,
stand, and that's
guys.
being karate chopped in my left. Oh, that was my right
That
one.
was your right one, so it's
cool,
okay.
bro. Yeah, do it. Do not karate chop that macaroni.
Stop!
When the kids go to sleep.
Anywho's,
All right, are we intro?
now that we know I can't spell.
Casey's just staring at us like, what the hell?
This is bizarre.
Weird.
What did I sign on to?
Yeah.
I would
Hi.
say we should go back to all the moments, Rolf. Think about how many podcasts have we done together now, Rolf? Let's just pause.
A few.
This one will be number 24.
24?
He has them all counted.
That's
We're
not
like,
bad.
I don't know,
That's not-
180.
My favorite number.
24 is your favorite number.
We better make it good.
Casey, you're
That's
here
why
on
he's
Rolf's-
frowning out there so much. 'Cause you guys are ruining his favorite number today.
We're so sorry.
Rolf, do you have a favorite podcast out of all 24?
I haven't actually thought about that one yet.
Because I know you've watched them all multiple times.
Multiple times.
Multiple.
And Tim checks them out on twice
Twice
a day.
a day.
Thank you for watching the podcast, by the way, on YouTube, or maybe you're listening to us on iTunes. Well,
And we
not
should
on
say-
iTunes. You downloaded it from there. What
Right.
should we say?
We should say that Tuesdays is going to be like a regular question answer, talk about whatever we want, and then usually Fridays we'll have a guest. But today you get a treat.
I said let's have Casey on both podcasts because
Yeah.
we film these. We record these on Monday. We do 2 in a row. Casey's here. He's my brother. I freaking love him. Let's just have him on both shows.
Yeah.
Good,
I just
good
said
call.
that. I just said that like I did you a favor. or something.
Yeah.
Well, let's just give him a
Thanks,
shot.
bro. Thanks for getting me out of the house today.
Let's give
Thanks for
him a
getting me
shot.
out of that.
Thanks for picking me up. That was fun to ride with you, bro.
Oh, hilarious.
Hilarious.
Casey is hilarious.
Can
I
you
call
take
it
me
hilarious.
home now? Can you take me home?
Take me
Listen,
home, please.
Casey, no. I'm the older brother, by the way. Everybody.
Yeah.
You
by the
had to
way.
make that clear because
Yeah. She
sometimes
likes to clarify certain
the
points.
maturity level looks a little different.
Yeah.
Who would you think? Oh, dang it. I shouldn't have. Can we edit that? Anyways, who would. Yeah, I was going to ask if you guys thought who was older out of the two of us.
I think they know.
Yeah, I think it's common knowledge.
Do you guys want a Twitter question yet?
But wait, we
Oh,
did
I
it.
have
we
Twitter
need,
questions
we need,
for you
We
guys.
have
you have
business, honey. We have
Okay.
business. Remember what Ali said, and we haven't done it yet.
Oh,
Video intros.
yes.
Tell
we
'em.
want you guys to make us some video intros because ours is good, but we want a better one.
Yeah, if you guys want to we want a sweet video intro. If anybody wants to make us a really
creative.
good one and use that TERABRITE thing, and then we'll give you something. What should we give them?
Just give them
A
something.
podcast.
We'll
give
give
you
you
a really cool podcast.
We'll give
I'm just
you,
kidding.
dude. We still got to give away a bunch of shoes, Shay Carl shoes.
Shoes. I don't even have a pair yet.
If you make a really good one that we use, we'll pay you $100.
In shoes.
$100 coupon.
Shay's very vague sometimes.
Charlie the
Yeah.
chocolate. I don't know. We'll get you some.
We'll
A pair
do
of
something.
shoes.
A pair of shoes. Yeah, maybe a pair of
I
shoes.
think everyone wants a pair of shoes.
I want a really sweet one though. So I want like real editors who are like.
Rolf wants a pair of shoes.
Rolf, you want a pair
He's
of shoes?
gonna make an
Refs wanted a pair of shoes.
Seriously,
for a while
dude?
now.
Dude, I will get you a pair of shoes, bro. Just hook me up with $75 and I will get you a pair of shoes, son. I'll get you hooked up, bro.
That's how it works.
Plus shipping and handling.
Thank you very
I'll
much.
get you a pair of shoes, Rolf.
So yeah, we want to get a cool intro because that song that TERABRITE made,
It's good. It's catchy.
Really like
they're
it.
really good. Yeah, check out TERABRITE. Their links should be below. Denise Vlogs does a great job on these podcasts. She edits them
Yes,
and
she does.
uploads them and does all the description work. So, and Denise is an old friend. We've been friends with her for the last 4 or 5 years at least.
At least.
4 years.
Very long
probably.
All right, you guys ready for your Twitter question?
All right, let's go to Twitter questions. Twitter questions. We need a intro, a song for that. Okay, that's right.
Oh, great. I just lost the Twitter question.
Oh, hey,
Listen
to me.
Oh, I know. I remember it, but I don't remember who it was from. Anyway, you know who you are. They want to know when they're going to be able to hear you play the clarinet. And I actually just come up with an idea with Mommy Tard,
Yes.
but we can't tell you
You're gonna get me a clarinet
for your birthday.
for my birthday.
And I'll
Yes.
get the clarinet, and
You
you're gonna
probably
get.
really will.
And I'm going to get you extra reeds, bro.
You get me a ton of reeds, dude. I'll tell you.
I
what.
remember going and watching Shay play his little clarinet in junior high
That's
at his
cute.
Christmas concert. And
I
he
was-
loved it.
Aw.
I was so mediocre at clarinet. It's not even funny because
That's cute.
I would fall asleep in band. It was at this
You
time
did?
of day. It was like at because band was like second hour. Because like when you get to school, it's all exciting to get to school the first of the day. You see all your friends. You play basketball in the morning, and you go to your first hour. Then after first hour, maybe you have like a snack or something. You're in second hour, and then it's like 11 o'clock, and it just hits you. I just
You're
would
like,
get so
ugh.
tired. I remember sitting in band class thinking, if I could just lay down, even if it was on a bed of nails, I could fall asleep like that. Like I would fight so hard to stay awake. Even talking
remember
about
that
it right
feeling.
now makes me feel like I can barely stay awake at this point. I was so tired during band, and I wouldn't listen. And he would be like working with the trumpets for like 30 minutes, and so I'd just be sitting there, and we're supposed to be like looking at our music. What do you? Casey's vlogging. Casey's vlogging. I'm talking about my band experience, of course.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
how
falling
long-
asleep in school. I totally remember doing that.
You were in choir though. Casey's
Yeah.
vlogging. Check out Casey's vlogs.
Ha ha.
CaseyLavere on the YouTubes, on the WWWs.
On the WW.
So you were in choir though, right?
I was in choir and show choir.
But how did you do either? Is
Show choir.
Show choir.
Nap.
that the you were dancing? Did you
I
dance?
did
Yeah.
band in 6th grade. Played the trumpet.
Oh, that's right. You did play the trumpet.
I was in choir 7th grade. I was a tenor. And
You
then I gave
were?
up music until I started a band.
Little bully.
That's fun.
Dude, I wish we had some recordings of you guys playing still.
We were punk rock Colette.
He was.
I believe it.
They had
bet
a
you were
drum
so
set
dope.
in our basement, and I remember they had microphones set up. And Braylon came over, played the guitar. Who played the drums?
Braylon.
Oh, who played the
And
guitar?
the guitar.
Nick.
Nick played the guitar, and Casey played the bass, and Nick sang. Yeah, dude. And their name was Little Bully.
And
There
you
was
didn't
this little
record any
band.
of them?
I don't think so.
Dude,
Aw,
I wish we had footage of
I
that.
bet maybe
That would've been good.
Braylon's mom has some footage of that. I
Dude-
should search for it.
Dude, I have this like visual image of you in my mind, Casey, where you guys were playing a show this was like the coolest thing. My little brother was playing this punk rock show at this place called the Roach Motel.
Yeah.
That's the
You
name
played
of this.
at the Roach Motel?
Have you been there
Do you know the
before?
Roach Motel?
I've
is?
heard, yes.
Dude, you look so good today, by the way, in your
Shay,
stripes.
That is off the
Casey,
topic.
I have
off
a
topic.
policy here on the When the Kids Go to Sleep
Off
podcast
the
that I
topic.
have to talk in Mommy Tard's microphone for at least 25 seconds every podcast. I just have to
Shay,
smell her. It's just a
it's
thing that I do.
mine.
Don't worry about it, Casey. Okay. Anyways, so we were
The Roach Motel.
Roach Motel,
I
and
don't
and Casey.
remember.
Oh, this image in my mind, and you had this. It was like a peach colored shirt on. Do you remember? And you had like
You had
the
a peach-colored
button-
shirt on?
I don't remember.
And
that.
yes, you popped your collar, but you were skinny, dude. You were like 110 pounds at the time.
Remember how she makes everything sounds epic?
I remember this, and he was like,
You
had
were
this
skinny
tight,
with your peach
He had this
shirt.
tight shirt on with his like collar pop, and he
And
was
you were
like
popping the
playing the bass up on the guitar.
I don't know
on
if
the
he's
thing.
making me sound really epic or really.
I'm just. This is exactly what happened. I'm just remembering it.
Okay.
And Unwritten Law, was that the night Unwritten Law was there?
Yep.
What?
No, I think,
No,
but they
that's
played.
no.
They played at the Roach Motel.
Yeah,
because
but
I
not with us.
I was like, you opened
Anyways.
for Unwritten Law?
No.
What is going on here? This
Well,
is epic.
There was a band though that was our age that opened up for Blink 182
Nuh-uh.
Oh,
and
was it
MXPX.
Well, Dismay Parade.
Yeah.
That's
Dismay
cool.
Parade, a band. Oh man, I wonder if they have anything out that you could
No.
find. Yeah, I remember because they were like the big band from our town. You ever like where you grew up? Did you have like some kids that were like the really good band that were kind of blown up? They were kind of like that a little bit.
Yeah.
And you guys kind of like were friends with them. And so then they started a band. And you guys were like, I don't know if you were good or anything, but it was because how old were
We
you?
would
You
like
were
to hear it.
young.
We were like in 9th grade.
You were like 13.
What?
How old is
Like
how old are you?
15, 16.
You were barely fit because we barely had your driver's license. Because I remember you had that little Honda,
Yeah.
that little Honda car. I remember you zipping around in that. The Honda, what was that Honda Accord, the hatchback? Do you
The
remember that?
Civic.
Yeah. Anyways, thinking about all the cars we had growing up. You had way
Yeah.
more than I did. I had that one. Anyways, so I just get it. What have we talked about so far?
We're talking about Casey's band.
Yeah, Little Bully.
Do you have plans to start another one, Casey?
No.
No.
I didn't have any musical talent back then, and I haven't gained any over the years, so I'm good.
What about your family? You should start a kids band.
Yeah. My kids hopefully have some musical talent.
Do you think one of them has? Can you tell which?
I think Braley might, but no, not really.
have more. What about our kids?
I guess we should get him going in something.
That's why I
Yeah.
got that karaoke microphone. We gotta
Mhm.
like get them start singing on
It's
that.
not working.
Why?
I don't know.
Dude, kids break
Go fix
everything.
it.
Yeah.
Don't have
You're
kids.
supposed to fix
You'll
it.
regret it. I'm telling you.
You will
They
not.
mess up the house. They
They
cost
do.
money.
They do.
They eat stuff, and
But
every
you
time
won't
they eat
regret
stuff,
it.
they wipe it on their shirts.
do that.
They
It's
can't get a
true.
napkin. They
It's
get it on their
true.
hands and they go like this
Yeah.
with their boogers, and they wipe
And
it on
then
their
if they
shirts
happen
like
to be
that.
next to you, they'll just
And
wipe
then
it
they'll
on
hug
you.
and they'll jump on you, and it gets
I
all
wonder
over your
sometimes
clothes.
if you were to leave your kids at the house for like a week, and didn't clean anything
Oh,
up,
dude, I
what
would-
your house
What it
would
would
look
look
like.
like.
It would be
It would be interesting.
like Hoarders, dude. You
Yeah.
watch that show Hoarders because they do. They just get like, especially Rocktard, because he just like, and he like chucks. This is
Yeah.
Rocktard grabbing stuff out of
Yeah.
the
Like
thing.
today, he
Don't have kids.
he tried
You
to
will
butter the
regret it.
toast, and there was this giant slab of butter on the toast, and then the toilet, or not toilet paper, the
That's another
what's
story.
the
Paper
paper towels. They were pulled out, like 20 of them were just strung across, and it was
I
like
saw that.
smashed on top of the bread. Like he tried to clean it up. It was so cute. Like, oh, that's too much. I need
Yeah.
some of these.
It's
So-
funny how their brains work. Like
Right.
he knows
He
he made a
noticed.
mess and he was gonna clean it up, and he knows you use paper towels.
Because I remember making waffles as a little kid and burning the crap out of them. Remember that old
Yeah.
story?
Yeah.
And I remember as just thinking like, oh, you put this in this, and I made waffles. I was like 3 or something, and I burnt the crap out of
And
these
the
waffles.
funny thing is, where was I during that? And where was your parents during that?
Right, my dad was
My
asleep
dad
on
was
the
asleep
couch.
on the couch.
And my mom came driving home, and me and Casey were in our whitey-tighty underwear running out in like a foot of snow
And she's
down
like,
the road. And my mom's like, whose kids are those? Oh my gosh, horrible parents. Those are mine. It was Shay and Casey.
You just totally mixed stories there.
I did?
Yeah. There wasn't a foot of snow
Oh, there wasn't.
because we lived in Arizona.
There was no, this was in
Yes.
Logan.
This is I thought this was in
dude.
Arizona.
No, this is before Arizona. That shows how
you
young
must
we
have
were.
been
See?
like
No,
They
I
do
was.
it too.
I was young.
They do it too. with
No, this was in
stories.
Logan. Ask mom. $100. Let's call mom.
See, I
Call
don't
it
think
right
I ever
now.
remember that
Dude,
story.
that'll be fun, Casey. Let's call right
Nope,
now.
nope.
I'm calling mom.
Oh, you're calling mom?
Yeah, let's call
yeah,
mom
call
right now.
mom.
We're gonna call mom on the
Probably
freaking
was in
podcast.
Logan.
So wait, who you think it was in Arizona? You
I think it was in Logan, and
Foot of snow.
and there was snow and burnt waffles and dad asleep on the couch. Okay, don't say anything beforehand.
Enjoy the following music while your
She's
party
gonna
is being
swear, I
reached.
bet.
She won't swear. She has I'm a bee as her
Let's have a drink
ringtone.
over there. No.
Okay, we're calling my mom right now, everybody.
We are calling.
I
Mommy Larry, what's going on?
What are you doing?
Okay,
You are on the podcast right now.
do not
Just so you know.
swear, mom.
but if you do, it's okay.
I can do that.
Casey's
Swear,
here
but
on
I don't know if I cannot not swear.
not swear. Casey's here on the podcast too, and we were just talking about a story from when we were growing up, and we have a fight about where we were when this happened.
It wasn't a fight.
It was a disagreement.
Okay, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna give you as little information about this story that will kind of jog your memory as to you can tell us the rest
You
of
can
the
just say
story.
one word.
Hey, wait, mom. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. When we were little, me and Casey, we burnt some waffles.
Where was that at?
Where was that at? Tell us what happened there.
I'll tell you exactly where that was. We were living in Logan,
Oh.
Utah. We were in
Woo! Shay Carl, $100 to me. Mom, I win. I love you. Okay, bye.
No, let me finish the story.
Okay, tell us all of it.
So your dad is working nights, and this is just the job of young parents. He's working nights. I'm working full-time during the day. And he said he could watch you guys. And I'm like, no, we need to get a babysitter. But we didn't want to get a babysitter.
Because he should have been sleeping because he had worked all night. And instead of sleeping, he's like, okay, now I'll stay home with the kids while Mom goes to work.
Right. So I come home at lunchtime, and I look, and I'm pulling, I turn the corner, I look, and there's two little boys running down the street in just their underwear. And I'm like, whose kids are those? Like, oh my hell, those are my kids.
You went from not swearing to swearing, Mom, and you made that
hell.
Anyway, I went in there.
Sorry.
Hey, I'm on a podcast. Oh.
She's telling her people at work she's on the podcast. I'm on the podcast.
Patrick said when I'm on personal calls, I need to use appropriately.
Oh, right. Right. Patrick is her boss, the principal. Okay, so Mom, here's another question. Was there snow on the ground?
No.
Are you sure?
See, I knew that the snow was a lie.
Well, why would you be running down the street in your underwear if there was snow on the ground?
I don't know. In my mind, it's like, and there was snow uphill both ways where I burnt the waffles, right?
No.
Okay, maybe there wasn't snow. But I was right on Logan.
Yes, I went to open the waffle iron, and it was like cemented shut.
How old was I then, Mom, at that time?
I think you were probably Cooper and Gage's age.
4.
And Casey was a year younger.
So 4, and Casey was
3 and 4.
3 and 4. Dude,
That's
hilarious.
hilarious.
So I made waffles. We were just talking about Rocktard and all the crazy stuff he's doing. So this is another story, Mom. I'll tell you right now while you're on the line. Do you got to go? Are you at work?
I'm at work, but it's fine. I have a great principal.
He is great. So I heard this splashing I just hear this splashing, and I'm like, what is that? Rocktard's in the toilet, splashing, and of course there's like somebody who.
No.
Yeah, you can imagine.
Somebody who just
You
drank
can
like 10
imagine.
Gatorades and then ran 10 miles and then was totally dehydrated, had just peed in there like moments before.
I didn't flush
Ew.
it.
Oh, I don't know. It was like, I'm like, why is it so yellow? Oh.
Why didn't you flush?
It wasn't me, Mom.
Who
Mom.
else ran 10
Mom, I
miles and drank
swear,
Gatorade?
Mom, please, you gotta
Yeah,
believe
who else
me.
ran 10 miles?
No,
Not me.
Dang it.
That's
That was just a
disgusting.
description to explain the authenticity of the
Yeah,
urine.
you shot yourself in the foot on that one.
Yeah.
Anyways,
That's
kids do the
gross.
darndest things, don't they?
Gross.
And let's tell them about the time, Mom, that you tied me and Casey up and left us in the rain in Phoenix, Arizona during a torrential downpour. Mom,
That was
let's tell them about that
absolutely
time, Mom.
hilarious.
I don't remember the story either.
Casey!
He's like, what?
Mom, that happened though, right? Tell Casey. Casey doesn't believe any of these things I remember.
That was true because you guys were being little, you know what? And so we were just teasing. I said, if you don't quit doing that, I'm gonna go tie you up and put you out in the rain. And you guys, oh yeah, ha ha ha. So Carl and I tied you.
This is why we turned out the way we did.
Child abuse.
They tied us up like I think they like duct taped our hands and feet behind our back.
Guaranteed
And
you
our
were
mouths.
laughing the
and,
whole time.
And then like
Yeah.
laid us out in like, I think my dad or mom probably carried us out and laid us because it was raining in the front yard, and then went inside the house and shut the door. Can you imagine like,
I
seeing these little
guarantee
kids
they were laughing the whole time.
duct taped up behind their backs, and it's like in this rainstorm in Phoenix, Arizona?
Hey, and it was monsoon season, so you know what it's like when it rains in monsoon.
Yeah.
It was funny. It was.
Please.
We were laughing
It was
so
funny.
hard. I guess you
Call child services.
Hey, you remember the story?
My mom has
This is
abused
why.
us.
Remember the story when we were coming home from like I think we were like went out to eat or something. We were coming home and me and Che were taking our shirts off and rolling the window down, and you and Dad were freaking out saying it's winter time.
And
me
we're
and
like,
Che were
it's
like,
not cold.
It's not cold.
We don't think it's cold.
So me and Che ended up getting butt naked.
We're taking our shirts off because they're like, roll up the windows.
Yeah.
Because I think my dad was like going to try to like, oh, I'll get these boys. I'll roll the
Yeah.
windows down because it was like
And we were trying to
0
prove to
degrees
him that
out
we were
there.
They're the
tougher.
kings
Yeah.
of taking it just one step.
So
a
me and
little
Casey
further.
are sitting there at this point, I think, like butt naked. We got like butt naked.
And so they park the van
This
across.
is my parents. This is
They
so
park
great.
across the road from our house and take all of our clothes.
They grab
and then
all of
call
our
the
clothes.
neighbors and tell them what's going on. So me and Cher are sitting in the van naked.
But here's the catch too: is the house that they parked in front of? It was this girl
His
named
girlfriend.
Jackie, who was like this girl that me and Casey both
So
had
wait,
a crush on.
What age were you?
We were like, I think I was like 13. So
no,
I was like,
Oh.
no.
No?
You were, how old, Mom?
Mom, how old were we?
Yeah, we parked our van in front of that girl's house, and then we took off running with your clothes.
Which
How
is like,
old were we?
How old were we at that time?
You were like 12, 13. You were kind of.
I don't
teenager.
remember
Question
Logan
me in
being
my
around.
memory.
I don't remember Carly.
Dude, Logan wasn't around till I was 15.
Oh.
That was that house on Rainier, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
Anyways,
come I don't have any stories like this?
because you haven't gotten naked enough in your life.
Yeah, you need to get naked in your car.
Take it
more.
off, take it off, take it off. Woohoo! Yeah, Rob, turn on the naked music. Woohoo! Mom, gotta go, Mom. Let's get
definitely not
naked.
doing
Bye.
that.
Woohoo! Anyways, all right, we love you. I'll
Love
call
you,
you
Mom.
later.
Love you.
Mom,
I
she's talking
remember
to somebody
this
else
story.
already.
Huh?
I was just on the podcast.
Somewhere
Yeah,
we
this
were
story.
down
Mom,
in
hello?
school, and they took her house.
Listen.
She forgets she's on the phone sometimes.
Dude, she pocket dials me all the time, and I hear her talking to like the lady at like Shopco.
No, I don't think she pocket dials you. I think she calls you like she was going to talk to you and sets her phone down, starts talking to somebody, and then forgets that she's on the phone.
My mom is like adult case ADHD for sure. Well, that's my mom, and I love her. That's a great story. So yeah, me and Casey ended up having to like get out of the car because I think
They left one.
we
shirt
fought, dude. No, because
in
we
there.
we realized what they were gonna do, and we started fighting. So I think we had like one shirt and like one pair of whitey tidy underwear because they were like
No.
they came because we had something to put over us. Like you put a shirt on, I think, like over like you were wearing a shirt as like pants because that's like the only thing you had. And I think one of us had to
This
run
is
across
funny.
naked. Anyways,
You guys are crazy.
my parents, they had fun with us.
I
growing
can't
up.
say that I have any of those kind of stories.
Well, it's because your parents weren't as good as ours. Anyways,
That's why you guys are crazy.
we are crazy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesomely awesome.
Awesome.
And I
and
feel like
crazy.
our kids are gonna have stories like that. I beat the hell out of our kids.
I punch my kids all the time.
We tie them up with duct tape and stick them out in the rain all the
yeah,
time.
we need to do some more of that.
Oh, I left
Seriously.
my kids out there last night.
Oh, whoops.
gotta go. You should have just ran off. You should have kept going.
Took the microphone with me so
Knocked
I could have
over.
talked the whole time.
Hey guys, I'm here
You
getting
guys
my
want to keep
kids.
talking about how you could have made that bit a little
Okay,
better?
so should we go to more Twitter questions? How did
Oh,
that
yeah.
all start out? How did we get on Mom on the line?
I don't know, but it worked.
She loved it though.
Okay, let's see here.
Next
You have any
Twitter
new
question.
questions?
Jay, are you still writing your book? And when can we expect that book?
Ah.
That's a good example of talking too soon. Of
You've already announced that.
But I think
no, I know that's
but
what
see,
I'm
like,
saying.
a
Like
book is
this other
something
thing
that
that I
takes
want to
years to
talk
make
about.
anyway.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, the book. This thing though is more timely. I should have announced that before the book. The book, it's going to be up in the next. You can expect this book on bookshelves in the next 5 years. Count on it. That's the answer to that question. It's going to be a while. I'm still like the concept is growing in my mind still.
okay,
So it's going to be a while.
let's see.
It's going to be good though. In my mind.
Do you guys have a plan on moving back to Idaho or staying in California forever?
We're going to be bi-coastal.
Yeah, I
Idaho
don't see us
and California.
never going back, but I don't see us going back anytime soon.
Right. I'm feeling like we'll probably be in California if we're honest for, what do you think? I don't know. I never know, dude. We changed.
At least 5.
5 years. I mean, I think we
At
could be in
least.
California for the next 5 years. I don't know if we want our kids to go to like middle school here, but like I wouldn't mind if we go until, 6th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe after Suntards in 6th grade, that's probably when we'll really think about making a move that will be, I think we should stay in
Mm-hmm.
until all the kids are out of school. So it's like right as Suntard hits 7th grade, because I think that's kind of key. It's like, I think it's good to be in an
Having a good
area when they can
environment.
grow up and make friends that they kind of go through all those experiences with. And I think that's important to like help build. I mean, because I go back and forth, because I knew this when I was a missionary in Barbados. There's this family whose dad worked on these oil rigs, and they moved everywhere. These kids literally through all their schools, all their school years went to like 3 different schools because they moved around so much. And these kids were like the most well-adjusted kids. It was like they would come up to you, like the 15-year-old kid who you would think would be like the bratty teenager who'd be like, "Hi, my name's Scott," and was just very like, you
Outgoing.
could tell had met a lot of people. So I thought, I like that experience for our kids, to give our kids experience and to move around and to see different things and to be introduced to new people. But I also think there's something to say about having them there with friends that they grow up with and all those great stories. Because
Yeah.
we grew up in a great neighborhood where we had a common area and we played baseball with all the same kids and we had the same scout leader and we all, hung out with the same boys that were in scouts together. And I really liked that. So I feel like if we
really
could find a neighborhood.
Because I was born and raised, grew up all 18 years, till I graduated in the same house, in the same, same town,
Really?
same schools. So I never knew what that was like to move around at all. So I don't know what is better.
The thing
I
is,
think it just depends on
it all comes
how
back
we're
to the home.
raising them at home.
It all comes back to what's going on at your house during the night. And that's true. Like we talked to our aunt who lived in Detroit, who lived in a really scary part of Detroit because they worked for Ford Motor Company, and they lived in a bad area. And she said, who's ringing? Who's vibratoing?
Me.
She said,
"Who is it, Case?"
I don't know.
1-800 number.
It's probably one of his internet girlfriends.
Mhm.
What were we talking about? Raising good children.
Yes, raising. She said that it was, as long as they were strong at home and they had a good foundation at home, they did really good.
Yeah. So that's
and it
what
was
matters.
Almost better for them. She felt like they.
Yeah, because it gave them the opportunity to see the scary things that are in the world, and to realize that you can't just because I that's sometimes for lack of better words, like in
You don't
these
want to
Mormon
shelter,
communities,
but-
it's like these kids are raised and they don't see all the crazy stuff that can happen and all the diversity that's out there in the world. So I feel like our kids have definitely had that because we've just the nature of what we do now. We've traveled a lot of places and met a lot of different people. And so our kids I feel like have gotten a good taste of the diversity out there, which is, there's always that certain level, it's like how much pot do you let them smoke with the dudes down on Venice Boardwalk? At what point?
That does not
At
happen.
what point?
Trust me.
I mean, how many hemp bracelets do you let them braid?
That is scary.
They're selling boondoggles on the 405 till midnight.
Boondoggles?
Those little things they braid. The
Is
plastic.
that bad for you?
No.
Well, it's not necessarily
he's,
good for you if you're braiding boondoggles on the 405.
Till midnight.
Yeah.
Guys, stay away from boondoggle braiding.
I hate boondoggles.
I don't know.
And
I
those
don't know
little
what the best
keychains.
thing to do is when you're raising your
What's
kids.
the saying? There's nothing good that happens after dark.
After midnight.
There's no good boondoggles whittled after dark.
No, don't you remember what a boondoggle is? It's
Yeah.
those little plastic, Rob?
Yeah, I remember.
Boondoggle? No boondoggles?
Sorry, no boondoggle.
Denise, it's like a little keychain. Show that on the thing.
Yeah.
Shay, maybe you should make us some and bring
I
it
made
next
one.
time.
I
Shay
did
used to
one
make
at
'em.
Scout Camp. I made one at Scout Camp, and it was like pink and blue, and it looked really vibrant, and I was really proud of it because I you got this pattern down of folding it, and it was like a square.
Epicness.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. And I was proud that I had made that. I was like, whoa, I folded all
I
that.
do remember them.
Yeah. Anyways, I hate to
What about
think.
dream catchers?
You keep looking that way.
I'm trying to think if there's anything more to talk.
Oh.
I keep
I'm like,
not
the
having
camera's
anything
right
to
there.
say, so I'm like, is there anything on the board to talk about? There's nothing on the
Well,
board.
I can find another Twitter question. But so what's the answer to that? We'll probably be here for a while.
5 years.
Yeah.
We'll probably be in LA for 5 years, and then I think we'll make a serious decision if we're going to move back to Idaho or the Utah area.
But you never
after that.
know because our life has never been predictable.
Right.
So
It changes all the time. Change is constant. The only constant is change. Change is happening all around
Deep,
us.
bro.
You got to be ready for change. They're telling us to wrap it up. If you want
Oh,
some
good,
extra
'cause I can't
gum,
find
you
a
can
good
wrap it up. Let's take one more question, and then we'll wrap it up for podcast number 24. Is this 24? This is podcast 24. Don't forget, you can download them on iTunes for free. You can have them right there on your mobile device. You can listen to it anywhere while you're running, exercising. It could be entertaining. Let us know. Give us feedback. What do you like us? I know you want me to shut up and not talk as much. Do you
Where
like
in the
having
world would you like
guests
to travel?
on? I want to travel everywhere. I would love, to eventually visit all Shaytards in all lands. I would love to come to visit all of you someday in Iceland.
If you were to go to one country, you could go to one country and do a meetup. Where would it be?
If I had to only pick one,
Yeah.
that's just so unfair. I mean, I would have to say, because I've been to Canada, I'd have to say England probably, just because I would say the biggest percentage of people are there, or Singapore, A lot of love in Singapore. I don't know. I feel like I'm put on the spot.
I
here.
know.
There's a lot of loyalty
That is.
in
That's why it was
countries.
such
That's
a
why I want to
good
come
question.
everywhere. Denmark, Ireland, Scotland,
Australia.
Australia. I would love to come to
Yeah.
Australia. You kidding me? I would love to spend a month in Australia.
Yeah.
I have another question
What?
that made me laugh. What do your kids know about the bad things in the world, such as poverty and bad words? Do those go in the same category?
There's poor people who say shit.
Yeah, that's funny. Poverty and bad words.
I did not just laugh.
and they usually go hand in hand.
That was just a funny question.
That's
Bad words are bad.
stereotype. Stereotype. I gave a stereotype because bad people swear poor people are bad people. I don't know.
Okay, this is escalating.
How much? Yeah, that is a good question. I guess
is a
what
good question. How
the
much do
heart
they
of her
know?
question is, like, what do they know about the bad stuff of the world? Because it's crazy because they soak up a lot, and then
Yeah.
you think they like don't
You
hear
think they
some
know
things
less
like,
than
oh,
they
they
do
probably don't
know.
understand what
You
that
think they're
means.
too young
Or you
to
think they know
understand.
more. You're right.
But then they explain it back to you, and you're like, wow.
They understand.
They do
Be
get it.
careful
They get it.
about, yeah.
But in my mind, I'm like, I remember as a kid, like, oh, I just found out about that. But it's like, I'm like I am now. Like, we all got to grow up, So
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
it just has
I
to
don't
happen.
think we try to shelter them from anything.
No.
So, whatever.
There's
they see or
definitely a
hear,
level. You got
they
to
ask
gauge
questions
that.
and we try to answer them honestly.
That's our job
honest.
as parents, is to gauge how much you shelter them from that kind of
Right.
stuff. But the
don't know how to
goal
answer that
the goal
question.
is to live in the world, but not of the world. Is the overall goal, not to be wrapped up in everything of the world. Anyways, are we wrapping it up on the podcast? Okie
Wrap it up.
dokie. Well, thanks so
wrap
much
it
for
up.
coming once again on the
Hey, I
Wednesday
just want to
Discussion.
tell you guys thanks for having me. It's been really
Oh.
fun.
Casey,
We hope it's been fun.
any single
I'll be
been
back
interesting.
next
you
week.
We
want,
can say that.
you
It's
are
been
welcome back
interesting.
on this podcast.
I'll be back next week.
From Maker
From Maker
Studios in
Studios
Los
in Los
Angeles,
Angeles,
California.
California.
Shay and Colette been married almost 10 years to this beautiful lady. Thanks for checking us out. Bye.
Bye.